brilliant fucking name. What's up, guys, girls, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to Alandressa. It's D&D time. We're picking up where we left off. This is stage 2 of the fight. Today we've got everybody with us that we normally have with us. How's everybody doing?
I'm good, but I gotta
Feeling
fix my Discord.
Zazzed.
Woo!
Looking
Yeah,
for the thingy.
Tired.
So Steve is sounding still a little bit quiet, but has a hint, not quite as bad as you were before, but still has a hint of like Doctor Who villain about your robotic voice. We'll put this down to Discord because it's clearly not the headset because you restarted it. So, I mean, it could be the other way around, I guess. But anyway, so we ended at the end of a turn order, a round. We'd only done 3 rounds in combat in the time that the last session had been going, which could partly be accounted for the fact that a lot of that session was spent with people outside or trying to make their way inside and getting stopped by the 2 guys that guard the place. But essentially, for those who don't know, you're in an orphanage in a city on the southeast coastline, a place that has been hit by winter, a place called Kashala Port. It is on a border with like one of the more Arctic sort of biomes of this world, which is Highfall. The nation of Highfall is a very snowy place. It's where you met the Snow Queen, Victor. And you've basically been told on your way here by the cleric that has been traveling with your group for a little while that there is... I'm really bleeding through your microphone, I think, Victor. You've been told that there is a problem about to happen in Kashalaport. When you spoke to the Valkyries, they seemed to mirror the same sentiments. Nobody is the one that's with you, the cleric, and she has been saying that there is going to be something terrible happening down here, and you've come down and you've found a creepy-looking old man carrying umbrellas, walking in socks through the snow, not leaving footprints behind, who was making a child scream in terror, and none of the guys in this orphanage that work here seemed to give a toss. So you have come in here to try and stop this old man from attacking them. But one of the last things that he did before he tried to leave was to use a spell called Mass Suggestion, which basically is a powerful spell that those people within 30 feet of him that can hear him must follow what he gives as a command. And so long as it's reasonable. And the command was, you're going to give me my umbrella back, and you're going to let me get out of here. As of yet, he's not left this place. Also, if him or anybody else causes harm to the people who are suggested by this spell, then they will be snapped out of it. So, as we are at the moment, we've got Nobody, Aldrin, Ruby, and was it Briar as well? Or am I forgetting that? That each of you were not suggested by this. Each of you had passed your saving throws.
No, Briar was under suggestion.
You are under the suggestion. Oh, I remember that now. We were having that discussion, I remember. But I think Ruby, Aldrin, and Nobody, you all succeeded. So everybody else, Ash, Isabel, Victor, and the thugs, those are all under the suggestion. You must leave. Let this guy leave. Steve, your Discord is really fucking you over, my friend. It's still...
Is it?
Yeah,
It's still bad. I just changed to my phone.
Oh, that's actually...
run
Yeah,
it.
no. I think it might be that I'm coming through on the microphone side of it, but it's actually better now. you're a lot
Yeah, I
better.
just switched to my phone from my laptop to see if that helped.
Well, I'm going to turn your volume down on Discord just for me because
Okay.
that'll balance you out, and I won't hear so much of the reverb.
Okay.
So we're back at the top of the order. It's Ash's turn. Ash, you can do whatever you like so long as you don't harm the old man, and so long as you don't hinder him leaving. What would you like to do, Ash?
Okay, well, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't harm or hinder, so I can't stop him.
You can't stop him,
I
and you can't
can't-
cause him any pain. That's the thing. You got to let him leave. Only once the how the spell works. Only once the command has been fulfilled. Could it drop, or if you take damage by somebody.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna hurt him, but I'm gonna come around. See, I was right there.
You're still buzzing quite badly,
Oh.
Steve. Is
Yeah, I
it
can hear
a
that too.
Wi-Fi thing?
Oh god.
I can't imagine it would be.
Because we have
that's really
bad
bizarre.
signal.
Let me-
In other things that we do on Discord, sometimes we have people that have got bad Wi-Fi, and it causes them to buzz a lot.
Yeah, I've just switched to my 5G on my phone. Is that any better?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, let me talk and see.
Because I can hear you
No.
guys fine.
Yeah, I
Um,
can
Much
still
better.
hear
Mute
background buzzing. Yeah, I can hear background buzzing.
I
Oh,
don't know.
When
yeah,
I
a little
talk
bit.
right after,
Yeah.
like, I hear buzzing.
Yeah, you talk and
Right.
then it buzzes after. I've had this before with
Really
headphones.
Okay, let me try my other.
Oh, I
Whilst
already did,
he
but
whilst
stop
he
it.
tries to fix that, let's ask Ash what the rest of this turn is going to be.
I just came around. I used like 25 movement. I'm gonna heal Isabel
Good choice.
because I don't think that, you know.
You're also entering Briar's aura, which I think would give you 1d6 plus 4 temporary HP.
All right, let me roll that.
Nine, nice, nearly maximum. So you've got a 9 temporary HP there to add. So you've healed Isabel up to an extra 5 HP. That was your action. You've still got a bonus action if you want to use it, and 5 feet of movement, I guess.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm not allowed to hurt or stop him. So I'm just gonna be like, "Are you okay, Isabel?" Like, I can't do anything. So that's the end of my turn.
Okie dokie. Then we move on in the order, and it's now Victor's turn. Victor, what would you like to do?
Okay, how do I sound now?
Good.
Sounds good.
Better. Okay,
Great.
maybe my
Yeah, I think so.
maybe
Yeah.
my headphones are broken.
I think they might
Okay,
be,
that's
to be
enough.
honest, because it sounded
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Yeah, I've just switched to my other headphones, and these seem to be doing fine. Sure.
Yeah, it's much better.
So
Okay,
you're
cool,
still
cool,
under
good.
this suggestion spell, Victor.
Oh, am I still under that?
You're
Right,
still under
okay.
that. He's not left yet, so
Okay.
you would have to not harm him or hinder his progress, but you can do
Right.
other things that you might want to do.
Who's that? So this last guy over here, had he attacked anybody? The one who wasn't
Yes.
unconscious. He has.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe he was attacking. Was it Ruby or Isabel? Yeah, it was Ruby.
Okay. Am I inclined to attack my friends just out of interest if they've attacked him?
No,
I think was I not? Okay.
it's reasonable actions with mass
Okay.
suggestions. So it wouldn't be reasonable to ask you to harm your friends, but it would be reasonable to say, "Let me just get out of here."
Okay. Who's this person here? Who I'm stood next to now?
That is Briar's spiritual weapon, a microscope.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then I'm gonna. I mean, I'm not really hidden from this guy, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to, not kill him, but
Mm-hmm.
render him unconscious with a couple of attacks. Let's just do that.
Cool. You did also
Just-
start your turn in the aura, so you can roll 1d6 plus 4 and see if your temp HP goes up, by the way.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Just while you're doing all
I'll do
of
it
that.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
just
cool. I'll do my attacks and then I'll do.
no problem.
I'll do that after.
Give me those attacks.
Regular attack.
And nat 20. Okay.
Oh wow.
Nice.
First attack roll of the session. We love
Let's
this.
go.
Steve showing off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, it's not a kill, but describe how you knock this guy out.
Okay, so as he kind of swings for me, I duck underneath and then come back up and hit him with the butt of my rapier, like
Nice.
right on his chin, and yeah, send him on his ass.
Okay. Well, all three of them are
Alright.
now completely unconscious, but they got knocked out, each of them, by non-lethal damage. So they're all good at this point.
So I
What
went
else do you want to do?
15, so I've moved 15 already. Okay. I'm probably gonna, because I can't attack him. I'm gonna go and start to check if these kids are okay.
Okay. Give me a
basically.
medicine check.
Cool. I'm not very good at that. Nope, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, they're kids. They're in bed. You don't really know a lot more than that. They're
Okay.
breathing. You can tell that they're breathing. They're alive. Like you can feel a pulse, but they're
Okay, that'll do for now, I guess.
yeah, just kids in bed. Okay, then it is now Old Man's turn. Old Man, I would say, is going to. I think. What is he holding concentration on? I want to see what he's holding concentration on. He's not holding concentration on anything. Okay, good. So, he is going to cast. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. He is going to turn around and aim at. We're going to aim at Ruby and Briar. And we're going to roll for a sleep spell. So he's going to roll damage.
Aw.
I am going to roll the damage first. 20. He doesn't know what your max HP is, so he wouldn't know that that won't actually affect either of you, because it has to do more than your current HP to actually knock you out. So he just sort of turns around and wafts a hand in your direction, and like some sparkles drift over both of you. Ruby, having the lower HP, would have been the person to get affected the first. But as it does nothing to you, he thinks that he's getting away scot-free, but he is not. And as he leaves your threatened area, you are able to take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Both of us, or just one of us?
Both of you. Both of you.
Right.
Not Briar,
I'm
but
good.
Aldrin. Although, would that be an act of aggression? No, because it didn't cause damage. So it doesn't actually work for the spell's wording.
So it'd just be me and Aldrin who can take
Ruby
attack
and
of
Aldrin.
opportunity.
Ruby and
Yeah.
Aldrin.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
All beans. I am going to do a cheeky little knife hand strike to the eyes. No, basically try and poke this bastard in the eye.
Oh, nice. Love a knife hand. Does that hit? It does not.
Damn it.
We're gonna swing my little dagger here.
That also does not.
Oh shit.
So he has used
Rude.
sleep, which was
Bloody hell,
an action to cast. He is going to break concentration on that because it didn't work. He doesn't have bonus action dash. He's just going to get to this point on the stairs and go. Now, what I would say is that it's up to the wording. I think that it is reasonable for you guys to now have considered him left because he has gone down the stairs and he is out of this room and off this level. So those people who
left
would
the
have been
room.
affected by it are no longer affected by it. Aldrin, it's your turn.
Hey, where are you going, mister? Doink.
Also, Victor, I don't know if you already rolled your 1d6 plus 4, but don't forget to do that. Same for you,
Yes,
Aldrin.
I forgot.
If you roll higher than what your current temp HP is, then you can choose to replace it with the new number.
Mhm.
Just as a reminder for everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, Aldrin fails again.
Yes, you do.
Uh,
That's your action. What
Yep.
do you want to do with your bonus?
That's what I'm looking for right now. And I think what I thought was a bonus action is actually an action, and I keep messing that up. So, not sure if I have a bonus action, to be honest. Yeah, unless... I don't think I have anything that allows me to do a second attack with a dagger as a bonus action, unless that is a bonus action.
Yeah, it can be an offhand attack.
Can we?
Yeah.
Offhand attack. Let's try again.
Yeah,
We
daggers.
failed.
So daggers, hand axes, and unarmed strikes are all usable as a bonus action attack. As like, if you've taken the attack action on your action, then you can use those as a bonus action, just as like an extra thing. But only if
Okay,
you've done them as a only if
Ew,
you've taken the
I
attack
think I
action.
hurt myself.
Oh dear, you did a nat
Sneaking that
one.
one.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll the damage and then take that damage yourself.
Ow.
5 damage to yourself. Holy shit.
Ow.
Well, you've taken off your
Mister.
temporary HP, so it's not been that big of a problem, really, has it?
These
Okay.
Faye are
You're
slippery,
not
man.
supposed to hurt kids. Ew.
Ruby's turn. Ruby, you can now roll the 1d6 plus 4. To see if you can
okay.
get a higher temp HP, and then it's also your turn. As Victor, Ash,
Is it
Isabel,
R
and
slash or
Briar
slash
all...
R?
It's slash R. It's always been slash R. It's always a slash first.
I know, but it told me I can't do it, so I've clearly done it
Everyone-
wrong. Is there a space
everyone-
after the R?
Yes! Fucking hell.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone! Nobody ever remembers it's slash R.
No, I did it correctly, and then it said no, and then I was like, but I did the slash, and then it's like, oh, I need the space. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
So you've got 9 temp HP now. The guy has run out of the door. He's halfway down the stairs. Ash, Isabel, Victor, and Briar, you all sort of come around from this suggestion and think, like, huh, something's different. Why? What? That guy's getting away, and you're sort of starting to see that Aldrin and Ruby are running out the door after them. Ruby, what are you going to do from here?
I'd come to this position because I'm trying to work out a spell. The issue being is I can't work out if it will hit Aldrin as well. I need to try and click the spell and see if it's a circle or a straight line, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Which spell is it?
That's not very useful when it
Arms of
hasn't
Hadar.
actually done anything. It's just come up there.
Okay.
I guess if I roll damage? I don't know. Anyway. I don't want to
Self.
throw it in her
The
Aldrin,
range
you
is
see.
self. You invoke the power of Hadar, the dark hunger, tendrils of dark
Yeah,
energy
10
erupt from you
feet-
and
10
batter
feet from
all
myself.
creatures within 10 feet of you. So yes,
Yeah,
you
so
would
it's a
Yeah.
hit
10-foot
all
circle,
creatures.
yeah.
So you would definitely hit Aldrin.
Yeah, I'll walk that back then.
Okay. You would also hit Briar just by mentioning that as well.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. I'll just start punching people in the face, and people can forget I have that spell.
All right. Okay. So unarmed strike then. You've basically just jumped off
There you
the
go.
stairs. By the way, that's not a place that you can stand.
Oh,
this is
he's
the
I
place that you
in
descend.
in my screen. I'm stood right in the square next to him.
I know, but that square is an open gap, as staircases often do.
Where do I need to be? I can't work out. I can't. Thank you.
25 hits. Seven damage.
Paul will
I
do.
thought
a
I
flurry
put
of
you to
blows.
sleep!
I've slept enough, thank you.
Flurry of blows. 15 hits.
So, because I've done a flurry of blows attack and it's hit,
Yep.
once I've rolled damage, I will do open hand technique, which tries to knock him prone. I'm going to try and not push him down the stairs. Or could I push him down the stairs? Would you take that as him taking extra damage if I manage to push him 5 feet and he falls down the stairs?
I don't see why
How
not.
would you like to run that as a DM?
I don't see why not.
Alright, I'll try and push him down the stairs. I'll
Pushing
do the
someone
damage
down,
to
pushing
him.
someone prone on the stairs feels like they should take damage from falling. Yes.
Paul Beans, I'll push him prone. I'll do the damage
Okay.
and then I'll do that bit now.
It would
in a
be an additional 1d6 because for every 10 feet you fall, you take a d6 of damage.
Thank you.
You get a nat 1 on your damage roll, but thankfully it's just damage.
Yeah, I get another strike, but it does
Yep.
it weirdly, so I just have to do like a separate thingy to
That's
bear
fine.
with.
So is this your open hand technique?
No, this is just my flurry of blows. So that was 4 damage from flurry of blows, and then because that's 2 strikes in total, but for some reason it only ever lets me do damage once. This is like my other attack.
Okay,
Which has already
I'm
landed.
reading it now.
It's just
so
Foundry.
one of the flurry of blow attacks, if you hit with it, you can impose the following effects.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So I have 2 hits, so that's just here's 4 damage, and then like this one has already hit because I don't need to roll a attack again. It's just Foundry won't let me do the flurry of blows damage twice. I
Right.
don't think.
So you can pick
So if
one
I-
of the 3 effects. So you can either make them prone, or you can push them 15
Yeah.
feet, or you can stop them taking reactions.
Yeah. So I'm
the
going to choose to
14
push him prone.
Yeah, the 14 doesn't hit, but you did hit with the
Ignore
first
the
one.
14 though, because that should be separate. I think because the flurry of blows, it's you make 2. Oh, it is a separate strike,
Yes,
isn't it?
it is, because you
It's
get
Foundry
2 attacks.
confusing me because it only lets me do it once.
I know,
So
it's Foundry.
yeah, sorry.
So-
So on the first one that landed, I've
The
knocked
first
him
one that
prone
landed,
then,
you
and then
knock
I've
him
whiffed.
prone. Okay.
Yeah. So if
So-
he fails a Dex saving throw,
Of 12.
yes, by the looks of it.
Hang on a minute. There we go, that'll do it. He got a 17, so he actually succeeds.
That's very rude.
Apologies for that. So you've caused the damage with the 1 attack. You tried to knock him prone, it didn't work. That's your action and bonus action, and you've taken some movement. Is there any other movement you want to use at this point?
I'd rather not provoke an attack of opportunity. He's had 2 hits from me of the 4 damage and the 7 damage, so I'll leave it there.
Okay, then it's Isabel's turn. Isabel, you are standing in the aura. You can roll your 1d6 plus 4 again. See if you
Okay,
get your thing. A good number. What have you got at the moment? You've got a 5.
Oh, I think I typed that wrong. What was it?
You did a ruby. It's /R 1d6
Oh.
plus 4.
Excuse me, I did /R.
You'll never
There
prove
we
me
go.
otherwise. That's again the wrong formula. It's 1d6 plus 4, not 1d4. I'll do it for you. It's
Yeah,
9.
sorry.
You got 9.
9. Okay.
So that's better
Oh.
than 5, so we'll take that. You are out of the spell. You're no longer under the effect of this mass suggestion. You're in between 2 beds with kids in. What do you want to do about the old man? He's trying to escape.
We're not trying to kill him, are we?
At this point, I think like everybody else around you is convinced that he needs to die because he's been harming children apparently. So
Fine, I'm going after him.
the reason that we weren't attacking him to begin with was the fact that you'd been told not to by the spell. Okay, so bearing in mind this is an open gap. If you step on that, you'll fall down the hole. So you are.
I've got 5 more things.
So you could jump down to here if you wanted.
Yes, please.
Okay,
And
you're
then-
you're now below him on the stairs. You've not taken a full 10 feet of drop, so I won't make you take any falling damage. Just give me your attacks, please, and thank you.
Okay. This is
21 hits.
okay. So
11 damage.
and I'm gonna do my another attack.
Go for it. And nat 20 also hits.
Can I do it's critical, right?
So you roll that as crit, yeah? 18 damage. He's
Let's
now
go.
below half health.
Hey.
Hit him again.
Nice one.
Hit him again. Okay, so that is your that's 2 hits. So you've got extra attack, haven't you? So
Yeah,
now
right.
you've got your bonus action.
Did you say bonus action I could use something else to attack with?
There's a frenzy attack if you've got it. What
Alright,
frenzied rage? Frenzied rage is that, yeah.
So, but I would have to do it without my axe, right?
No, you can do it with your axe.
Well, that means I get 3 attacks, really?
Well, you have extra attack. That means that when you take the attack action, you can attack twice instead of once. Reckless attack gives you advantage on your first attack if you decide to take it. Frenzied attack, it doesn't look like you have frenzied attack yet.
No, I don't.
So you can't actually do that yet. But later on in levels of Barbarian, you would be able to. So you could do a dagger attack or an unarmed strike.
That's what I mean.
That would be a bonus action, yeah. That would be a bonus action.
I want to smack him in the face.
Go for it.
Yeah, smack him in the face.
Yes. Do it.
18 hits. Give me damage.
Bitch slept for days.
Okay, another 7 health. So in one turn, we've had 29, 36 damage caused by Isabel, with 2 slashing attacks and 1 punch directly to the face. Fucking epic. It is now nobody's turn. Now, if you remember at the end of last session, nobody was very much considering that everybody around here is under the effects of this spell. So jumped out of the window to try and intercept this guy. But obviously it didn't quite work that well. Because now they're outside and everybody else is inside. And so they're kind of, well, fuck. So let me see what they can do. They will... Nothing too special, unfortunately, but they do have 30-foot walking speed, so we'll go 15, 30 to get to here. Take a dash action to go another 15, and then 30. And so now, in effect, on the ground floor, they are here, right next to you, Isabel. So this is like where nobody is, right on the ground floor at the bottom of the stairs. When you get off the stairs, then you will be right there next.
She should have my thingy, what's it? Totem spirit thing effect. If
What
she
is that?
thinks of me. It's
The wolf.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing, isn't it?
Don't
While I'm
Spirit Wolf.
raging, any.
While you're raging, your friends have advantage on melee attacks rolls
Oh.
against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile to you. The Spirit of the Wolf makes you a leader of hunters. Okay. Well,
Okay, so-
they've used their action to get to, the dash. So we're just going to have a look at what they've got as bonus actions. And they do actually have something which might help a little bit. So what are you guys looking like? I think they are going to use a spell. We're going to use... Oh no, they don't have it prepared. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, unfortunately they don't have that prepared, so they can't do it. But let's see. Okay. So she's going to lay her hands on Isabel and is going to cast Sanctuary on Isabel.
Oh, thank you.
That will mean that until the spell ends, which it lasts for a minute, any creature who targets Isabel with an attack roll or a damaging spell must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw of 15, or either choose a new spell, a new target rather, or lose the attack or spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from areas of effect. So if it's like a cone or a sphere or a cube or a cylinder or whatever it is like that, that's an area of effect that's not targeted. So basically, if they have to roll against you for like an attack roll, like a ranged spell attack, or if it's like a, you specifically, then they'll have to roll to try and actually do it. Okay, so that's nobody's turn. It's now Briar's turn.
Okay, I would like to cast Moon. Sorry, I lost my voice there for a second. I would like to cast Moonbeam on I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name. I forgot how to say
The old
it.
guy. Are you
Yeah,
going
yeah.
out into the hallway to do this then?
Don't think I need to move.
You can't see them from where you are.
Oh, okay. And yes.
Okay. So just place yourself where you would be, and I'll move the circle to show where your aura
I'm
moves to as
still
well.
having the same issue where I can't see anything where there's a door or.
I have no idea why it's doing that to you, because I don't think it's doing that to anybody
either.
else. Yeah, I mean, I can just take down all of the walls if that makes a difference. But we'll just have to do on a system that you're not going to walk through walls.
I selected something and it let me see the door for a second.
Right, I have deleted every single wall. So all of the walls and doors are now gone. They were on a grid. You should have been able to see them anyway. We're going to go with this, but just on a system that you are not going to walk through walls and dick around or anything like that. I trust you all. So you are now
No screen
here.
cheating.
You are gonna you're gonna cast Moonbeam. Go for it.
Moonbeam. Oh, it lets me place it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, and then for on their turn, they will have to roll Constitution or take 2d10 radiant damage, and then half on a success. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to, as far as my spiritual weapon from me.
Okay. That will also affect Aldrin and Isabel and Ruby.
The moonbeam shouldn't. You mean the moonbeam?
Yes, they're caught on the edge of the sphere of it. It's like a cylinder. Anybody that starts their turn in that area. So this is that would affect them.
Really? I didn't know that it would affect.
It says any creature that starts their turn or moves into that area on their turn. So that would be
Okay, so
Aldrin,
it would
Ruby, and
affect
Isabel.
friendly people as well. Okay, well, I wouldn't try to hurt my friends here, so I guess I would take that back. Didn't know that it was.
You could do an Arcana roll of 20, and if you hit a 20 on your Arcana roll, then we can say that you can do it. That's something that we do in my games.
I don't think I will hit a 20. I have notoriously very bad
try.
rolls, so. Right?
I would give you guidance if I had known.
An 11 doesn't do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay,
You would have got a +4, so that would have been a 15. But yeah, you're not able to do that, unfortunately.
alright, then I will heal Isabel. Oh, I have.
Oh, I'm getting everything.
Yeah, you're being healed by everybody, man.
I will walk over because I need to touch Isabel's shoulder. And cure wounds.
Ah,
You're like reaching over the balustrade to try and touch Isabel. Like, get closer. Come on, get up. Come on, get closer.
I
Yeah,
jump when she touches me. Ah!
Do you need your spell slot back for that moonbeam?
Yeah, I gave it back to myself.
Okay, cool.
Here we go. Now I can cast. Yeah, I was having that issue. Alright, there we go. Second level slot, cast. And healing. Normal. There we go.
Ooh, that's nice. 15 health. You fill Isabel right back up to full.
Thank you very kindly.
You're very
Is that
welcome.
the end of your turn now then?
Yes, because I've used my. Oh no, well, I don't need my spell slot to move my spiritual weapon.
No, you don't.
It is.
You can move it, what, 20 feet? You think you can
feet?
cast it within 30 feet, but you can move it 20 feet.
It's 60 feet to cast it, 20 feet to move it.
Right. So you've got 20 feet, you can move it then.
I will move it closer.
Are you being able to see things now, by the way?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good.
20 would be right here.
Yep.
Okay, yep. There you go.
All right then. Ash, your turn.
All right, is the effect still in place?
Nope.
Oh, sweet, let's go. I'm gonna. Where? Oh, okay.
You can also roll again to see if your number goes up.
No, I've got almost max.
Okay.
So I can attack him.
You can't see him where he is at the moment. Remembering
No, I
that
know.
walls exist.
Where is that door at?
So I've had to remove it because of Briar being
Yes.
all awkward and
Okay,
shit.
so it's right there.
But yeah, there you go. Yes, I'm calling you out.
So
There you go.
I'll move right there. That's
Sweet.
30 feet.
We're going more lo-fi today. The system's not working for us, so we're just having to muscle through. So yeah, you've got to the point that you can see him. It's now up to you what you want to do about him.
I am looking at my magics. I don't know if I should. No, I'm not going to do that. I instead am going to. Cast a guiding bolt at him. Because it's my innate spellcasting. So I'm going to go ahead and guiding bolt his butt.
Okay. Go for a guiding bolt. 18 to hit hits. Give me damage. Ooh. Jesus Christ. What did you roll on that? 6, 4,
That was
4,
normal.
5? Fucking hell. 19 damage on that one. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Nobody controls me, okay? Nobody.
Fuck my life. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Then what now?
So that was a spell, and then I'm just gonna come right here and end my turn.
Okay. It is now Victor's turn.
Okay.
This guy's looking very hurt, by the way.
His control over me doesn't drop because I can't see him, does it?
He no longer controls you because he's already left.
Right.
He's already gone and been allowed to go with his umbrella. So his wording was chosen poorly because you've now been able to snap out of it immediately.
Okay, then I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll put me to there.
Yeah.
Would be my movement. So I'm gonna go out to see what's going on. With
You
my
would be
friends.
able to see him
kinda...
from there because Isabel is on the level below, so you're not looking over Isabel. Well, you're not looking through, you're looking over because Isabel's like on the floor below almost.
That's cool. I am gonna still use my bonus action to dash to here.
Okay.
And then use the last of my movement to jump down on top of him with my dagger.
Cool.
I think with my dagger. Let me do that. Real quick. This guy. With my +2 dagger, so attack. Okay,
Should
cool.
there be some sort of advantage on this because you're within 5 feet of Isabel?
Yeah.
Oh, would
Yeah,
it?
there is.
Oh, Guiding Bolt also gives advantage, so... Okay, let me just re-roll with advantage, and I'll just do that.
Okay.
Cool. So
You rolled worse the second time. I mean,
yeah.
the first time you got a 19, and then you got a 9 after that, so we just take the 19. So the 28 hits.
Cool. So 9 damage plus sneak.
Yeah.
Which is another 11, so 20 damage total, please.
Okie doke.
As I jump off the balcony, I guess?
Yeah, I guess
The
that would
stairs, and land on top of him and stick my dagger in him as I land next to him or on top of him, essentially. So I would be kind of here now, I guess.
Makes sense to me.
Cool.
Right. Okay. Well, that's the gap. So you would be on the floor below him, but you are like looking up at him.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe here then, I guess, because
that works.
Probably,
yeah, that works.
I can probably clear like 7 feet, I would imagine, from there or so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. He
that is
is
me.
going to. He's nearly dead. He doesn't like the fact that he's nearly dead. He wants to be able to get out of this situation. But he also wants you guys to get the fuck out of his way. So he is going to he's going to teleport. He teleports out to here so that he can escape through this doorway.
I'm assuming teleport avoids attack of opportunity.
It does. Correct.
Rude.
He then will, because he's used the action, he will use a bonus action. Oh shit, he hasn't got bonus action for that. Ooh. What does he want to do? Oh yeah, also he would have tried to use cutting words on you, so I'm going to use the cutting words now. because I was trying to find it before with the intent to use it against you, but it didn't really work very well. Because I was looking through so much shit to try and find it. But yeah, he would have tried to use a cutting words on your attack to see if he could reduce it enough. But even with that, it's still not going to be enough to stop you. So he would have done that without any need to. Okay, so he does that. And I think that's going to be it from him. I think that's going to be it. Let me just see what else he can do. None of that. And none of that.
I guess he
Okay.
could still run. Maybe.
Yeah, he's going to just book it. He's teleported to where he is at the moment, and he's going to keep moving. Right, it's now Aldrin's turn. Aldrin, you're at the top of the stairs. To get to the bottom of the stairs, you obviously will just be down here. What do you want to do?
Yep. So want to follow after him as best I can.
Are you going down the
How
stairs then?
much movement does it take to get down the stairs, or can I
Well,
hop down to
So if
save
I just draw a
10 feet?
point, if I say that A
Yep.
there is exactly the same as A here.
Oh, it's there. Okay, I was thinking
So that
it was
you
up
can
there.
see where it is, yeah.
Okay, cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 would put Aldridge's movement to here.
Yeah.
So he moved 60. Did he dash?
40.
As I said, he teleported, and then he moved 30 afterwards.
30, 40, yeah, that puts me here. So, can I Misty Step after him? Can I see outside from where I am?
You can't from where you are now, no. You'd be sort of looking around. He would be in like 3/4 cover, so you would be able to see him, but he'd have an additional 5/8 AC to his defense.
Can I hop down from here to here to save 5 feet so I can go 5 feet out the door?
Yeah. If I mean, you were right at the very top, so you would be falling and taking 1d6 bludgeoning damage, but you could do it.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh no, you've still got levitate, haven't you? So then you wouldn't
Yeah.
take any damage. You'd be fine.
Oh, sweet. Alright, so we're gonna go down here, save 5 feet, come outside.
How much movement
Face
do you
that.
have? You've got 40. So yeah,
40.
you'd
So that's
make it
40
there easy.
precisely.
Yeah.
Face step as that's a bonus action, right?
Believe so. If that's just a
It's a racial
Misty Step, I
feature.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bonus action to Misty Step.
So I think that gets me right up behind him.
Yeah.
And then bonk him with a quarterstaff. That does
That
not
misses.
hit. Aldrin, you suck.
That was your movement action and bonus action.
Yep.
Next person's turn. That would be Ruby. Are you
Sorry,
muted?
my
Hello?
Discord had disappeared and I couldn't
Oh,
find
okay.
it.
No, you're good.
So, question.
Discord's being a
So I
butt
make sure I
today.
do this correctly.
Yeah, go on.
Oh no. This was a B issue.
Oh, okay.
So weird in my features tab.
Yep.
So Ruby has feline agility. So when you move
Yep.
on your turn in combat, you can
Yep.
double your speed till end of turn. I
Yep.
have not used this ever,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously I can't use it again until I've done 0 move on one of my turns. Can you
Yeah.
use it for the first time without that?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to use feline agility.
That's just how it
to double my
recharges.
movement speed. That's what I thought, but I wanted to check. So I
So you're
now
gonna use
have
feline
8
agility.
movement.
So you've
Yep,
got
so I have
80
8
feet of movement.
movement.
Yeah.
You ready for me to count badly? 5, 10.
And
And
because
then
you're just
can-
to add a bit of flavour to this, you also have climb, but your climb speed is half
Yeah, I
your
do.
walk speed. But we could flavour this
Yeah,
as
so-
like you're running across the wall above everybody.
Yeah, I was very tempted to jump out the window, but then I
There's some
remembered
cool
feline
fucking
agility.
some cool fucking Neo shit.
So this is A down here, if you're happy for me to move you down here. So that's
Yeah.
10 feet. 5,
To get to
10,
there is only
15, 20. Oh, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 brings me to the door.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Yeah.
40. Hello, good sir. Damn it, I can't use my spell again.
Also,
I'm
Mars,
really
don't
sad
forget the
about this.
1d6 plus 4 to see if you get any more temp HP. So your spell is 10 feet. So
I know.
it's 10 feet
I know
away
I
from
can't
you.
use it. Yeah.
You could use it if
I'm-
you stand back further, but yeah.
I actually don't have the movement to do that.
No.
I don't have another 5 feet, so it's fine. I'll just punch the dude in the face a bit. So I'll
Love it.
do. Where's my strike gone? You know what? I'll quarterstaff. Let's quarterstaff together.
Okay.
My notes
18
are
hits.
nearly as accurate as yours.
Training, young Padawan.
7 damage.
Okay, and I guess I should do flurry of blows and hope that I don't need to do patient defense and dodge. Sure. Never surrender. Flurry of blows. Here we come. Oh, thank God. Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
He is going to use
I will-
cutting words and is going to expend his bardic
Mhm.
inspiration die to see how much you would remove from that. And you,
Okay.
he unfortunately rolls a 1 on a d10, so you would only take 1 off of your roll,
Cool.
which still hits him.
Lovely, because I'm gonna try and use open hand technique and knock him prone, because I'm not gonna push him straight into Aldrin. So
Okay.
I'll try and knock him prone.
Yeah. So he needs to succeed on a dexterity
He's
saving throw
dex
of 12.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a 22.
Rude. It's fine. I've got a second one coming in. Bear
Mhm.
with. So I have
But
to
he
do
takes
it in
the
a.
damage, though.
Yeah. So I guess I'll try and. Oh, 16.
Why is it not
Does that
doing it?
hit?
Did he already take the 6 damage from the flurry of blows? I don't think he did he?
No, I haven't targeted him or anything. I just clicked 6.
It's just
Or
not
rolled the
working.
6.
It's not losing the health off him, I don't think.
Now that's cheating.
16 hits.
Lovely. I'll try again to knock him prone.
Okay. That is 5 damage. That did
5
do the
damage, and you'd
to
have
him.
to do another 12 as well on the DC Dex save.
I'm still curious of whether that damage got applied for the first time, because it's not applying it. So I assume that I already did, and it's just not. Either my brain's not registering it, and Foundry is, or Foundry's not registering it, and I didn't do it. But he needs to do this Dex save.
Yeah, I have 12.
He hits a 12.
Oh,
He
beats it, right?
Beats it. So he
Damn it.
he unfortunately succeeds because he got exactly a 12. He
So rude.
does manage to stay up, but he is looking incredibly rope thin. He's like within a hair's breadth of death at this point.
So Ruby is, because she's facing him directly, is just gonna look this guy in the eyes, and she's not actually gonna say anything. She's basically gonna do an intimidation check of just staring this guy down.
Okay. A 13 intimidation check. He rolls
Yeah, not my
insight
best.
against that. He gets an 18.
How rude! See, straight through me. It's mean.
Yep. Doesn't even acknowledge you that you're there. Then it's now Isabel's turn.
Wow.
Okay, I've got a couple of questions. One, if I was
Yeah.
to dash, say, here, like to a window,
Yeah.
would I be able to use my bonus action to throw a javelin at him?
Oh.
Because I know I can't run to him. I've got enough.
You
I
need
don't
to
think
take the attack action to be able to use a weapon as a secondary attack.
Damn it.
And a
Or can you
javelin
jump
is
out
not
the window?
I'll
I
take
don't-
damage from.
yeah, a javelin is not something that you can do as a bonus action. So if
What
you're
was
if
The
you're
window even open?
taking your action to dash and jump out the window, then you still wouldn't be able to throw the javelin afterwards.
Can you not just make it to the window normal movement?
Isabel's
I'm
at the
technically
bottom
down
of the
the stairs.
stairs.
Oh, it's at the bottom
Yeah.
of the stairs.
Yeah,
So
I'll
it's
take me
5,
10 feet to
10,
get back
15,
up.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I guess it'd be 40 to get to there, yeah.
If
So
I can get to there for 40, then that won't get. I don't need to dash, and I can use my attack to throw javelins.
go for it.
I guess here to see out the window.
It would be here, I think. But yeah, you're all good.
Well, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. So then, do your attack.
Okay.
Give me your attack roll.
Give me a second.
A 12 misses.
Okay, I'm gonna attack again.
Go for it. I hope you don't get a nat 1 or you're going to be hitting one of these other two people
No,
on
I'm
your
gonna
team.
keep. No.
A 14 misses as well.
Damn it.
Oh gosh, imagine getting a nat one and hitting the child in the bed.
Yeah.
Do a flip.
Just flip.
I'm gonna guess that doesn't allow me to do another one for my bonus action.
You wouldn't be able to with a javelin, no. You'd have to throw a dagger. Or a
I
hand
don't
axe
have a
or something.
dagger.
Then
I
you
don't.
can't, unfortunately. And you can't punch. Okay.
Shout something angry.
None of the kids stir. It is now nobody's turn then. Let's see what nobody has got up her sleeves. Oh, it was nobody that had this spell. I was looking for like, why can't I see this spell on his character sheet? It's like, oh, because it wasn't his character sheet that I saw it on. It was hers. My mistake. Okay, so oh. Oh, that's good. Okay. What's her movement? She's got 15 to get to there, 30 to get to there. So that's 15. That's 30. What distance is this? Just want to see how far away she is from him. 30 feet away from him. Okay, exactly 30 feet. So that's going to narrow down my choices. Let's see what she can do with this spell that she's going to go out and fling in his direction. Okay. So, nobody turns around and says to everybody, y'all are sure about this? Yeah, we're stopping this guy.
You're damn right.
Absolutely.
Ditto.
She pulls her sleeves up, cracks her knuckles together, and fires out a 4th level spell. He is going to have to hit a Constitution saving throw, which he gets only a 3 on the die, giving him a 6 total. That does not beat a 15. So he is going to take 38 damage as she casts Blight at him, a necromantic spell which basically fills him with poisonous necrotic energy. And he basically falls to the ground in a poisoned, like just destroyed heap in the snow. And he's dead.
Ooh, melty.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Body.
Nobody
Yeah,
wins here.
Melt.
What kind of poison
Melt.
was it?
It was necromantic, so it's like a black ichor goo, like the essence of death itself. that came up from the snow and leached all of his vitality until he just completely like became a desiccated heap on the floor. He only had 4 HP left. His
Can
max
Aldrin poke it
HP
with a
was
stick?
115. Max HP was 115. And you guys took him down by like almost all of that in this session, because he still had like 90 something left, but like a third of that got taken away in one round by Isabel.
You're welcome.
Oh,
So-
my goodness.
Sick.
Combat over. What do you guys do?
Ruby would like to pick up the umbrellas and inspect them. Because there's
Look
2, right?
through with
Mm.
stick.
There are 2 umbrellas, yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'd like to pick them up and have a look.
Okay. What kind of
Um,
check do you want to do?
I want to see if the guards
hap-
are still.
They're unconscious. They're
Okay.
they're
Yeah.
they're
I'm
alive. They're
happy-
stable, but they're unconscious.
I guess I'm happy for your guidance on this. I don't know if it's more. I think falls under the an Arcana check because of trying to work out the magical properties of them. I think not that I'm the best for that, but that's what Ruby wants to do.
Okay.
Can
Uh,
Aldrin help with that Arcana check?
So an Arcana check would be like, give me the history of magic. It's not going to tell you exactly
Oh.
what an object is. You would need a spell for that, like
Oh.
identify. Some people
Oh,
use like
okay,
fairy
okay.
fire. Some people use detect magic, but even those don't tell you about an
No
object.
probs.
Uh,
That's
So,
fine.
like,
I'll do an investigation. check.
okay.
Okay. And were you helping me on that one, Aldrin? Did you say?
Yeah.
Or Mars? Did you say? Cool. Thank you. Hey Victor, do you want to investigate these umbrellas?
2 umbrellas.
I was gonna check his pockets, but let me take a look. Sure.
Ruby just passes the umbrellas to Victor just without saying a word.
I think there's some desire to look at umbrellas.
Okay, there we go. 21.
Okay.
Sorry,
These,
I feel so guilty.
these are incredibly powerful.
Sick.
But doing what, you couldn't tell.
Hmm. Sorry, my mouth forgot how to work for a second. Do from him casting spells and such, did they look like they were maybe like his kind of arcane focus / wand?
No.
No. Okay. Cool.
So if you're going to search his
I
pockets,
have no clue. I'm terribly sorry.
if you're going to search his pockets, then I can tell you what they are.
Okay. Yes.
There's a quarterstaff.
Okay.
The umbrellas count as a club with +3 to the attack roll and damage. He had a dagger. He had some +3 leather armor. He wore like a simple robe. He had calligrapher's supplies, a book, and a lyre.
Book.
What book? You can investigate it if you like.
I'm investigating book.
Go and investigate the book.
Mhm.
Hold on a second, get on the wrong page.
A 15 is good enough. It is a list of names.
Oh, boring. Anyone want a book of names? I mean, sorry to
Oh,
pile it on,
lovely
but
book.
Anytime
Do
you
we-
put the names.
Who is upstairs at this
Yeah.
point? Who's still up there? Is it? We've
I'm
got
still
Ash.
upstairs.
So you said that you were investigating the book, so I would assume that you'd already gone downstairs, right?
Yeah, I
'Cause
just
you can't-
slide down the wall. But,
Yeah,
know.
you can't investigate a book from a distance like that far.
Can you chuck the book?
So Isabel goes outside. So we've got Ash and Briar upstairs, or have you both gone outside as well?
I would have gone outside with everybody.
So Briar's outside. Ash, are you outside or are you inside?
No, I am still inside. I want to check on the child that was screaming.
Okay. While you're in there, then you see that all of the
Proud
kids
of
wake
it.
up together.
Oh, hi. Are you all okay? Did you have bad dreams?
The one that was screaming frowns at you.
Well,
What are you
hopefully
doing
those-
here?
We were checking on you.
Who are
My friends-
you?
My name is Ash.
They look around the room and see everybody else awake, but then one of the other kids points at the floor and screams because there's 3 of the wards, like the wardens for this place, are unconscious on the floor. Why are they like that? I don't like this. No.
These kids are scary.
Kids are scary.
Can
Mhm.
Ruby, Victor, and Isabel and Briar hear this from outside?
Yeah. The windows have been smashed open by one Aldrin. So Aldrin has made sure that they're going to feel the Arctic wind and probably all catch tuberculosis or some shit.
Wow.
Ruby hearing this and realizing her investigation skills are surplus
Yeah,
to
yeah.
requirement is Ruby would like to don the belt of Steve because apparently it was left with Ruby the whole time. By the way, guys.
Yeah, it's in the.
and
It's
it's
in the.
Yeah,
It's in the.
the
it's
bag
in the
of holding. So Ruby's just had it this whole time. So
Yeah.
Ruby would like to don the belt of Steve and try and go and be the friendliest, cuddliest guy to just
Okay.
help out.
Okay. You'll get an advantage on the roll for performance, but it will be cancelled out
Yeah.
by disadvantage because they don't know who the fuck Steve is. So you'll get a flat roll for this.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
This is fine.
you get a flat roll for this. So give me performance to see how well you can
Right.
perform as Steve.
Okay. Hang on, let me just get Ruby at the door like a Stevie Santa.
Right.
Performance. Where am I? Here I am. There we go.
Yo, let's go.
A 19. Okay, yeah.
Right. Shit. I
Wait,
kind
do
of
I know what
forgot
this belt
that
does?
it doesn't mask your voice, and now we all know what happened last session.
So this is what. So this is exactly what Ruby looks like right now. Artwork courtesy of Lex. Thank you, Lex. Also, the description and the redemption of this magic item. Thanks again, Lex. So you look like this as you walk up towards the open door, and you say what?
Mm-hmm. Oh God. Ruby says. B is panicking to shit. She did not think this
Sorry.
through. Ruby heads up to the door, just knocks, and you just hear this knock, and just goes, "Hey, does anyone need any help in here? I heard some concerning sounds, and I just wanted to check in on everyone."
One of the kids near to the door. Yes, you can do an insight check. One of the kids near to the door points towards you, Steve, and then points over silently towards Ash, and then like whispers towards you shortly after that, like cupping a hand to their mouth to try and hide from Ash. Like, I don't know who that person is. I think that they might have hurt the wardens. I don't like the fact that they hurt the wardens.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll go and speak to this Ash, and I'll try and get them out. And
Ruby,
you guys, okay?
are you going to do a deception check for Ash? Ash has just rolled an insight to see what's going on with you.
This big, chubby, happy, cuddly-looking dude just like walks in, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" So I'm like, "Insight check."
Yep, sure. Let me do a deception. Oh shit!
You beat
Oh my
Ash's
God.
deception, so Ash, you fully are convinced that this Steve guy is a real guy.
Where were you at the
Right.
whole time?
Oh, I was hearing a bit of a hullabaloo from outside, and I wanted to come in and check on these children here, and they were telling me about some. Wow, it doesn't sound very good, Ash, and I think we should go outside together.
Wait, how do you know my name?
Oh, this little child here. I'm sorry I don't know their name. What is your name, small person?
I'm Pedro. I didn't tell you their name was Ash. Who's Ash?
You
I'm
did
Ash.
say their name was Ash, didn't you?
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Is your name Ash?
It is. But I was just
Oh.
checking on this child, and I look at the one that was having the bad dreams, and I'm like, they were screaming a lot, so I wanted to come and make sure that they were okay.
I wasn't screaming. You're a butt.
Excuse me, young person. That's not very nice language. Why don't I escort this person out of here? And then I'll come back and check on the guards. Since I don't want to leave you guys while these guards are asleep.
They're asleep. We can do whatever we want. Runs into the guards' sleeping quarters and starts rifling through all of their stuff. You remember one of the
Well,
guards saying that that kid was a bad kid in the last session.
Children still left in this here, in this room. Would you like me to come back in and check on the guards, or is this young man who's run out, is he how you'd like to follow?
I don't really like him.
Oh, you don't really like him? Would you like me to come back in and check once this person's left?
He bullies me.
Oh. Would you like me to give him a bit of a talking to?
Yeah.
Okay, let me escort this person out and I'll be right back.
Okay. They hide underneath their bed.
Ruby's just gonna go out and as we leave, whisper to Ash what happened.
The other three
that
run over
Ruby is-
towards the corner and they hide together in the corner. You also notice that the kids in the other room have all woken up.
Cool.
One of
So
them
Ruby will
walks
just
out of the
escort Ash
bathroom
out.
and looks quite disoriented as they like rub their eye with one hand.
Okay. So Ruby will escort Ash out, come back in as Steve, and poke head through the other room to just see what the kids are doing. So quick perception check, I guess.
Okay, I've been escorted out.
Perception check away. What is it you're looking for?
I want to say check the general vibe. No, I guess check if they're
That'd be an
awake,
insight,
but
then.
if they're all right.
If it's a
Insight on the
vibe, if it's a vibe check you're looking for, that's an insight. Curiously, an 11 is not enough to check the vibes of adolescents that you've
That's
only
fair.
just met. So yeah,
Cool.
you don't really have much of an idea of what's going on there.
I just clocked they're awake and then left it there.
Yeah. Ash, as you walk outside, give me an insight check.
Okay, let me do that for you.
Nobody looks really troubled.
Nobody looks troubled?
Yeah. Isn't saying a word, though. Just looks really troubled. Here's nobody.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant nobody as in these people.
No, nobody as in the person called nobody.
I'm gonna ask nobody what's up.
You know how I said that something was gonna happen that was real bad?
Did we do the bad thing?
I think so. I think we were the bad. I was the bad.
Why were we the bad?
I had
was
this sense
that?
of dread of something big and bad on the horizon. And I knew that something big was coming, something that nothing would take, some important. But I thought that it was the kid. Thought maybe the kid wasn't supposed to go. I think we might have killed. I think we were the ones that did the bad thing. And her hand sort of trembles as she points over towards the desiccated corpse of Oilokoi on the ground. and his body turns into dust and drifts off in the breeze.
What? Oh, well, who was that? Why was he tormenting that child then? Like that didn't seem good.
You at first hear the silence of the environment. No more wind blowing, no more lap of water on the shore, no more rustle of trees off in the distance, nothing coming over the hills or the mountains, complete abject silence. Nothing crunches underfoot. The snow feels like it's paused in the air. All of you are able to look around and see each other and move as you normally would, but there is something eerie about this space at this point.
Need to run.
And you hear the screams of all of the children.
Oh shit!
Not individually. You hear them all screaming as if with the same voice. This otherworldly... And then
Otherworldly what?
you see what felt like nighttime already goes somehow even darker as the stars in the sky are blotted out and a thick veil of doom drops upon all of you. The wind whips up and you feel it whipping around you in all directions. What do you want to do?
Crying is free action, right?
Yep.
Ruby's with these children, right?
They are all screaming in unison, in choir together, all with the same voice. That awful, just horrific sounding scream.
So Ruby will.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say Ruby just wants to go up to a child and do a perception check, trying to work out what this scream is, and yeah.
Well, perception would tell you what you can see and hear, and I can tell you for free what
Never
you can
mind,
see and hear.
I'll do an insight check.
Okay.
Shall I?
Yes.
Yeah.
An insight check might tell you their
Oh.
motives. Yes.
Oh, for poop's
13.
sake.
This kid's screaming. It's a screaming kid right there.
Ruby wants to shake the child.
Go for it.
I shake the child.
Love it. Love that roleplay. The child
Thank you.
does not stir from this.
I am
Are the
running back
children
upstairs,
looking?
too.
Are they looking anywhere, or are they just looking vacant? Like what are their eyes doing?
Their eyes are rolled back in their heads.
Oh,
Are-
oh, lovely.
Are the guards screaming too? I ran upstairs to check.
So the three of them are contorted, doing like the crab on the floor because they're all unconscious. They're still unconscious, but they're writhing around with their spines sort of curled backwards.
Okay, that's not creepy at all.
Okay, I did an insight check on the guards.
These are some unconscious guards. Hard to know the
Cool.
motives of an unconscious guard.
Anybody know where my token is?
Ruby.
Where is your token?
Help.
And why's Victor's on the side?
disappeared.
Are you underneath someone?
I don't know.
Victor's at a jaunty angle.
I think you might be underneath someone because you guys
Oh,
tend to have
there I
a...
am.
Yeah, you have a habit of
Run
walking
away.
on top of each other for whatever reason. Yeah,
Um,
you're there. You're what
can-
you walked up to. You walked up to fucking nobody and stood where nobody was.
I did not.
Well, they
I
were
didn't
underneath
move.
you.
I was poking the dead body.
So I don't know who dragged you there, but someone dragged you there.
Can Ruby please? Can Ruby please run into this guard room where
Yeah.
the annoying child went
Uh-huh.
and investigate in like the drawers or the book, like the documents in this
You
room?
walk in there and he is also on the floor screaming.
Yeah. Can I investigate the documents and like chest or whatever in this room? Those types of items.
You could take a look around, yeah?
Thank you. Is that an investigation?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just some, like, vague journal entries. Like, they're not particularly frequent with it. As you could tell when you got here, these people are not particularly studious or particular or pedantic with their note-taking. They're here for, for the money. They're here for the shelter. They don't really come here for the love of kids. So they only just really write down a few things. And most of the things that they write down are just the people who are being little shits. And this kid matches the description of one of them. Troy. Troy's been acting like a little shit. But he's also had a lot of night terrors, so they've kind of been like, well, maybe we just don't need to worry about this. Maybe the night terrors are punishment enough. That's like karma. What are the rest of you doing outside?
Okay.
Can I?
I'm probably gonna run inside, I guess.
Okay.
As the body's gone to
Aldrin
see what's
wants
going
to
on with my
leave.
friends, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Leave to where?
So I'm gonna try
Anywhere
and
away
join them.
from the screaming children.
Then that
And
would
away
not
from
be
whatever's
inside then.
coming. Silence means bad thing.
Yeah. Ruby's gonna run straight out in a minute and join your Aldrin, so.
Can I?
So Victor's going inside. Ruby's going outside.
Oh.
Yeah, Ruby wants to beeline for the tavern because that's where Leopold was last left. Now that
Oh, fair.
she's seen that the guards are also freaked, she wants to beeline for the tavern, wherever that is, because she doesn't know.
Yeah. So we can view the other scene so that you guys can see what's going on here. This is the orphanage from the outside.
Okay, if Ruby like marches past me, I'll probably turn around and follow Ruby. What's going on?
I don't
The
know. The
children are
children.
screaming. The
Yeah.
guards are contorting.
Yeah.
He might have royally messed up.
I don't know what the kids are doing, but
Didn't
their
he
eyes are in the
attack
back
us
of their head.
first?
No. He was just
No.
standing
This
for
whole
that
town?
child, and we attacked him.
I tried to ask him a
Hey,
question, but it didn't work
I tried.
out.
I tried to grab his umbrella, and that provoked him to attack.
Well, I technically nicked the umbrella first as well.
I didn't see that part. I was climbing through a window.
Yeah, he was stood over the child. He was letting out a wail. He was using one of his umbrellas to do so, and
Oh, is it
I
getting
went
darker?
to go and grab it.
Yep.
We
Oh,
know
jeez,
that.
Louise,
Ruby's
no.
yeeting it to the tavern.
Yes,
Where
I'm-
is the tavern? I need to see Leopold.
This way,
Where is it?
Ruby.
Someone take me.
I'll follow.
Yeah,
This
we'll all
way,
go
Ruby.
together.
Over
Like, I
here,
don't
right?
think there's much point splitting
Yeah,
up.
I don't think it's a good idea to stay apart.
This one.
Sorry, I'm not
the
trying to run
door
through the
was
building.
somewhere dumb. Right? We got confused last time.
It's right here.
Right over here.
Run!
This is the tavern.
Over here.
Doorways around
Doors-
this side.
I remember
Eh,
that.
Go.
I remember
how good
being
we are at
confused where the door was and trying to go through a window and Jekyll making fun of me.
Victor's still stood in the street by the orphanage. Are you wanting to move there as well?
Sorry, yes.
Okay,
I was going to
just so that I'm sure.
Let's go.
Aldrin, are you coming in?
Yeah. But staying by a window to keep watch. We need to keep moving.
Okay, I'm by a window too.
I don't like this music.
Oh, Ruby just ran straight up to Leopold. Okay.
Fair. I mean, fair.
Ruby
Totally fair.
would like to check in with Leopold.
Frozen still, not moving.
Ruby would
Victor,
like to
I
shake Leopold.
pinned where it's at.
Frozen still, not moving.
No, he's been
Ruby
less
would
than
like
there.
to panic.
How about we just pick up Leopold and run?
Run
Let's do
where?
that.
Where, Ash? Where?
Where?
Out of this town. Maybe it's just this town that's affected.
Give me a perception check, anyone that wants to.
Yes.
Yeah, I will be.
12,
getting
17,
dark.
25, 16,
We need
33.
to run.
Victor and Ash, you both notice that the ground is like a low hum almost. It's not quite a tremble. It's like if you I don't know if you've ever this wouldn't make a lot of sense in a fantasy setting, but I have a direct like analogy to this IRL. It's like
Fair enough.
whenever you're in a car and you can hear the cylinders, like if you pay attention close enough by listening, you can hear exactly the number of cylinders that fire based on the sound and feel of them. And when you're in a high cylinder engine like a V8 or a V12 or whatever, it's much harder to recognize because they all sound like one hum together. This feels like that. This feels like underfoot, it feels like there is a thrum, a hum, a constant beating, but a beating of what you couldn't tell. And that beating gets more and more intense until eventually all of you, even those of you with low rolls, start to feel this same intensity of the wood trembling underneath you. You see that the tankards of ale are shaking on the tables as some of them fall off and spill on the ground. The glass starts to shatter in the windows and the doors get rocked inwards and outwards with the wind. The fire on the lantern walls all goes out. You start to realize that you are now in here on your own together, as every single other person in here is now racked with whatever malady this might be. And as the final candle blows out, the silence falls once more, and you realize that there is a silhouette in the darkness outside.
How big a silhouette?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Sorry.
A 9 for Aldrin. A 14 for Victor. Victor's doing pretty consistently good. 13 for Ash. 15 for Isabel.
Not bad.
Ruby just wants to hide. Wants to
Okay.
like try and grab Leopold and hide, basically.
Ruby
She's
tries
not
to
gonna do a
hide.
perception check.
Oh, Briar, it was with disadvantage.
I need you to do one more on that one, Briar, and then we'll take the lower of the two. 9. So the person who succeeded was Isabel. Isabel, you're stood by the door. Your rage has dropped at this point because you've not been taking damage
Yeah.
in any of this point, so we can just remove that. But as you look out, your eyes sort of trained as this warrior focus that you've had for so long now, that you've been building up and working on. You look out and see it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. It's horseback, but you could swear that that silhouette was the old man.
Guys,
What?
the guy we killed, he's outside. I swear he
Thought
is.
he was a goo.
You
He's not.
killed
He's
my brother.
Not the
Nobody
same guy.
who is that?
what the hell?
Brother.
I just asked nobody who it was.
I step away from the door.
You asked nobody who, what, the person outside is?
Yes, because I figured she would know.
Nobody, in the dark, it's hard to tell. But you get closer and you notice that her purple skin is no longer purple. It's quite white. And she is catatonic.
Nobody who is that?
I don't think she's responding.
Yeah,
I gently
she's
reach out
fully-
and touch her
yeah.
shoulder.
She's cold to the touch. Like she's just staring.
So they know we're in here, right?
Yeah, they're staring at you and they just called in after you, saying you killed my brother.
Closed eyes.
Do
But-
I have any kind of recollection, maybe, of anything like stories and stuff that might tell me who this is?
I would let Isabel
I
and
would let-
Victor do an investigate or a history check. I would let Isabel and Victor do history checks on this to see if you can recognize anything.
Damn it.
No, you can't.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to do a religion check.
Okay.
Right.
Nope.
Okay.
You
I'm
feel the
scared.
ground
Assuming
shake, but you
there's-
don't hear the footfall of the horse, but you hear the ground shake as the creature on the back of this horse ducks their head low and walks through on horseback into the doorway.
Fudge, 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 fudge,
Oh,
fudge, fudge,
that's
fudge,
kind of
fudge, fudge,
cool.
fudge.
Was Ruby able to hide, by the way?
Give me a stealth check. You're trying to move a catatonic person, so that's going to be a different roll altogether.
You keep
Oh,
cutting
yeah.
out
I
a
guess.
little
Yeah,
bit.
you're fair.
So
Yeah,
you
you
can
keep
either
cutting out, Jackal.
roll, you can stealth to hide on your own, or you can stealth with disadvantage to roll to hide with Leopold.
Well, basically, if Ruby registered that she could not move Leopold, like he's almost like a statue, then she would have tried to hide because she knew that she'd be able to protect him even if she can't hide him.
Okay.
So, if that makes sense.
He's going to be rolling a perception anyway.
That's mean. That's rude. That's rude, that.
How dare you look for me when I'm trying to hide?
Rolled a 55.
The old man that you saw before was a man in socks, a man in clothing, a man who carried umbrellas, a man who didn't look anything particularly, I don't know, like menacing, I guess. He just looked like an old crone. This man looks identical, but in some subtly different ways. Instead of having, the kyphosis, the sort of hunched back, he sort of sits slightly more upright. Instead of having umbrellas with him, he has these incredibly strong-looking hands, but no umbrellas. He doesn't wear socks. He wears riding boots. But other than that, he looks almost identical in every single way. And he walks in and regards all of you coolly, as if not even looking at you directly, but looking through you. Who are you to have killed my brother?
An idiot.
Yes.
Pretty stupid.
We
Right.
thought he was attacking the children.
He remains silent.
We tried to ask him what he was doing and he just screamed at us.
He remains silent.
We were just trying to protect them. We didn't we thought he was harming them.
You have something of his. He reaches out a bony-looking hand.
I'll pass him all of the stuff that we took. So I think Isabel will probably still have the book, but I'm gonna hold out the umbrellas and the armor and stuff.
I'm willing to do the book.
You what, sorry? You give him the
I'm
book?
willing to give the book.
Okay. It seems like his hand is incredibly able to take all of this in one palm. Like you couldn't imagine how many things he might be able to put into his palm and it still have room for more. But he slowly, the creak of his bones you can hear. You can almost feel it in your teeth as he wrenches his hand closed over it and puts it on the back of his horse behind him, with it almost disappearing from view. He then reaches out and takes one of the umbrellas. Slowly, he reaches a hand to its mechanism and opens it up. And for the first time, you see inside of the umbrella a dreamscape. Beautiful clouds, rivers of wine, and food just coming alive in the trees and the plants everywhere.
Oh, I think we
Animals
killed the Sandman.
flocking together. And then he closes the umbrella and pulls out the other. Opens it up, and it's
is there a way we
monsters
can
running
help?
wild, dashing over hillsides, tearing animals apart. People not quite understanding what's happening to them and being terrified all the same. And he closes that and puts it away. He sits on horseback. The horse snorts, and you can see the mist from the hot breath of the horse get dissipated into the air in this doorway. You know not what you have done.
I think we're getting more of a clue. Is there a way to bring him back? If he's more than a man?
He reaches behind him on his horse and goes to grab at something which looks like there's nothing there. But as he pinches it between the very tips of his fingers, like there's no weight there at all, he lifts it up from what looks like just the plain back of his horse. But you can see as he lifts it, it comes into view, and it is undoubtedly the soul of this old man. And he rests it back down on the horse behind him again. I collect him now for the next life.
Right.
So there's no way we can help bring him back?
He brought a kind of balance to this world. Those who lived in good slept in good also.
That nightmare was for the bad kid.
He looks over at you, and for the first time it seems like he's acknowledging one of you in the room. And he gives you a very slow but curt nod. He gives people dreams in their lifetime. I give them their final dream before the next life. You have taken my brother from this world before it was his time. That was not your duty to do. I will see this restored. You will not see the last of me. For now, this world will be freed from my grips. But be warned, should any of you reach your end, there will be no healer or cleric, as he looks towards nobody, who can bring you back from the beyond. Your soul will be mine, and mine alone. And with that, as if nothing had happened, as if all had just been a second, an instant, a moment, it is daytime. The people around you are up and walking. Leopold is cleaning the floor. Everybody here is just going about their daily business, and the horseman in the doorway is gone. All right. Okay. I need to go. I've got to go.
I think you should.
She's just gone.
Run off. Do we chase her?
She takes off all of her garments and walks into the sea.
Oh.
I think she's done with us.
Yeah, I kind of would be too if I was her.
Uh-huh.
Is she done with us, or is she trying to find Her nothing.
I think she might be going to her nothing.
She brought us here. It's
Do we?
she's kind of responsible, at least
But do we
partially.
stop her, guys? Do we stop her, or not? Is this her choice? Do we do anything?
Can we stop her?
What
She's
good
already
is
gone.
She's waist high in the water at this point, wading out into the cold.
Ruby wants to dart after. Ruby feels
I'm
very
going
guilty.
to-
She's the one who grabbed the umbrella, so she's going to go try and chase after as best she can in her monk abilities and
Okay.
tabaxi
Can I
abilities.
cast shape water
I'm
to
gonna
grab the
fly.
water and bring her back?
Give me a persuasion check.
I almost want to cast Hold Person on her so she doesn't run out. But I mean, if it's her
Mhm.
choice, I don't want to like stop her.
me
Ruby,
that-
I can't
give me that persuasion check.
see where she is. But
Give me a persuasion check.
For whom?
Either of you, someone do a persuasion check. If you're trying to stop her from going,
okay.
then give me a persuasion check. An 11 and a 19. And she gets a 19 as well. She keeps walking.
Please don't go.
She's up neck high at this
Ruby-
point.
Ruby wades into the water and tries to catch up. I
I'm gonna
can't see her
fly.
on the map, so I'm just going to put Ruby in the middle.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, this is definitely not the distance that she would be out. She's out a lot further than this. But
she's
yeah,
further
you
than that, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's beyond the map's edge at this point. But you can see her. She's there in front of you. She's not like teleported away or anything. She's just like, she's wading out so far that you can't really do it justice on this map.
Buddy, please
So-
wait.
Why?
What are you trying to do? Please don't go. We're all to blame for this, not just you. So please come back. We can fix
I'm
this.
nothing. I'm nothing, and when I'm gone, I'll be nothing too. It's time for me to be nothing. I'm not waiting
No.
with my eyes over my shoulder trying to wait for that hideous thing coming for me. I'm not doing that. I'm
Did
going
you
to
not
meet him
hear
now.
what
He's
I'm going to meet
Yeah,
him
did
now,
you
and
not
I'm going to
hear
let
him?
this get over with, because I am not dealing with this in the future. I can't live like that. I'm going to nothing, and I will be happy there. This is what my whole
Are you
life
at-
has been going for. I'm not.
But will he let you meet nothing? Will he let you? Or will he keep you from it when he knows that's what you want?
That's what he said. He was going to save your soul. So if he does that, then you're not going to meet nothing. We can try to fix this.
Your soul
So
won't be
you can.
nothing.
So you can be with
She
nothing.
starts to weep.
Ruby tries to like swim as close as she can get to try and grab. Or like gently grab her, not physically like
Yeah.
manhandle
I
her.
mean, give me a grapple check. Unarmed strike.
Ooh,
It's the same.
okay.
It's the same. It's the same modifiers.
Yeah. Oh,
so
nope. Oh,
just
never
gonna roll
mind.
for that.
I've done that as bonus action by mistake.
17 against her AC of 16. You managed to grapple her.
So
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
reach
thinking,
my hand to her other hand.
yeah, Ruby's like gently holding her above water as best
Mhm.
she can to try and gently, with Ash, bring her back to
She
the
doesn't.
edge.
She doesn't resist. She just comes back to the shore with you. She picks up her garments off the snowy tundra, but she is still cold and cool and white of skin and trembling now.
Let's get you
I
back
guess Ruby
inside and work
probably
out-
is as well.
Yeah, I think you probably are.
Yeah.
So she grabs her things and just slowly heads inside.
Hey, Ruby.
Ruby will gently lead her to the fire, where Ruby is also going to go and try and dry out. So I think is up here. I don't know.
Leopold looks concerned over at you and walks over to you. Are you okay? What's wrong? Why are you wet?
Oh, I think we didn't estimate the temperature of the water very well, Leopold.
Well, I wouldn't suggest going for a dip in it if that's what you chose to do.
I think maybe you needed to be with us, Leopold, and give us that sage advice. I hope you're warm and dry.
Fair enough. Well, I'll get about my business. If you need anything, you know I'm here. I think I
Thank you.
I like
Leopold.
it here. I think I'm gonna stay here, sometime at least.
You happy here?
Anything's better than a cage.
You don't have to tell me twice.
He picks up the mop off the side and starts mopping up the wet footprints that have been walked in. Nods politely towards the rest of you. Smiles towards each of you in turn.
Okay.
He also turns to the group and says quietly to Isabel, "If you have anything to discuss, I promise they don't seem like the kind of people who are busybodies or paying attention to anything like that. I think that you could probably speak freely here and nobody would bat an eye."
Yes,
he
perhaps
continues going
we need a drink.
on.
I think we all need
The
a
old
drink.
man
Drink.
the old man obliges, goes and gets some carrot juice and starts pouring out carrot juice for everybody.
I didn't think there was carrot juice here.
They finally
Um,
got it in.
He gives you a wry smile, a little bit of a cheeky grin, and winks in your direction, Ash, and then goes and sits back down.
I hold up my mug and like cheers to him.
I just down it in one as quick as I can.
Oh, hey. I know you look like you've not really had much rest this evening. Look, I know it's not really an inn. It's just one small building, really. But if you feel like you need a rest, you could like use my lodgings. It's up to you. I wouldn't charge you for it. You just look like you've been through it. I see a lot of people here. They come through all the time. And you could always tell the ones that have had a bad run of it. You lot seem particularly bad. He looks over towards Nobody, who is sort of trying to dry herself off in front of a fire without getting her robes wet.
It's very kind.
It's just out back. You might need the rest. I think you.
Thank you
Thank
kindly.
you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I don't
we,
know
we
if you.
definitely.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
look.
please.
I'll. He tosses you a key. He says it's the one that's right by the dig site. It's like right by the coastline. It's not that bad, I promise. It's pretty good in the summertime, but that really only comes, a couple of months of the year. So it's not so bad, I suppose. But yeah, if you go out here, it's the one nearest the dig site that's closest to the coast. You'll find it. It's the one that's like right there. But yeah, if you need to stay the night there or even the day, it'll be fine. Just I'll get the key off you before you leave if you don't mind.
We'll do that. We'll bring it back as soon as we're done.
Do you guys head there now, or do you stay here a while and drink?
Do we need to?
You won't have had a long rest. That was a full 24 hours.
Do we need to go back to the orphanage?
You can go back.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they're fine, to be honest. If what everything was said was true, they're probably fine.
Okay.
Kids will just make a mess. The guards will grumble. Forget that we're over there. If we turn
Right,
up now, we can't be doing that.
Steve.
Huh?
Then maybe let's get some sleep and work out what we're gonna do in the morning.
Yeah, sleeping on it seems to be the best idea.
Nobody
Sounds like a
picks up a
rest
towel,
would be good.
towels off the sort of remaining drips, the last sort of dregs of it, wraps the hair up, it's kind of a towel. It's more like a bar rag, so nobody starts to smell like ale, basically ale and carrot juice. And gets robes back on, starts to look a little bit more like nobody again, but still looks a little bit thrown from the whole experience, and just follows wherever Ruby wants to go.
If the masses are heading out, Ruby will follow suit with like a little pat of Leo's shoulder as she goes out.
Okie dokie. Well, I've circled on the map the house that he was describing so that you don't need to do checks and all that shit. But yeah, as you head outside, you would see that there is distinctly one house that is close to the coastline that is near the dig. And this is the one that he's given you the key for. Do you all go there and have your long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay then. You will all be leveling up by 1 level on this long rest.
Ooh.
go.
Near-death experience. Let's go.
Let go.
You definitely had a near-death experience of
In
nearly
another wo-
being disintegrated.
In another
Yeah.
parallel world, I was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend being
thought we were
disintegrated
gonna die.
now.
So
I think we'll be fucked.
So
Yes.
this is going to be where the session ends. I'll give you a moment to discuss in a sec, but while it's on my mind, yes, the old man Olakoi. So Olakoi was he was leaving. He was trying to he was defending himself. He was trying to get his umbrella back, and then he was trying to leave. And then when he got outside, he was trying to walk off. He was trying not to be the aggressor. In fact, he had Dimension Door, and he used it just to get outside of the orphanage because he didn't know the area all that particularly well, you know. He only really goes to the areas that have got the kids.
Damn.
There you go. So
BFG in some ways.
you're
So
all
we killed Sandman.
basically it's like it's like one of the old English folk tales that is like it you might consider it as one of the progenitors for the Sandman myth. Yeah, his whole role was to find good kids and give them dreams, and to find bad kids and give them nightmares. And in the folk tales, he's described as wearing socks and being an old crooked man, and carrying 2 umbrellas, and his name is Olakoi, and his brother's name is Olakoi, and that's it. Yeah, the 2 of them look identical and have the same name, but one of them is Death on horseback, and one of them gives good kids dreams and bad kids nightmares, and that's their whole purpose. But yeah, he has a bag of sand, and he uses the sand in their eyes to make them go to sleep. So yeah, he's like a proper. You basically just killed the Sandman.
Oopsie.
I mean, they did say that
Note
he was
to
going to
self.
be reborn.
So now that all of
Eventually.
that has sort of clicked for you in your mind as you take this long rest, any sort of thoughts that you have at this point?
We are
Ruby,
You have this time to discuss, or to just talk about your level up, or whatever you want to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ruby is definitely going to be feeling guilty because Ruby went to go grab the umbrella and triggered the combat. Hence why Ruby hid in the tavern. She's having a great. Ruby's having a great campaign so far, guys. So Ruby will probably just be going off and doing a little bit of patron.
I mean, you've legit told me that you don't really worry so much if Ruby dies, because you'll just become a cat bard and be the drum cat.
I have
the
a
bongo cat.
contingency plan.
Yeah.
I have a contingency plan when I realised how squishy Ruby was and how ready I seemed to make her to die.
Yeah. So you're
Just
just going to
jump
become
in.
bongo cat, basically. That's what's going to happen here. Ruby's probably going to
I've
meet
got another
short
character in mind
end.
too,
But yeah, what an interesting way for that to have ended. I had a thought when I told you that something bad was going to happen. I did wonder. I wonder if they're going to take the bait and become the bad thing, because that's what I am intending for this to happen. But I'll put all of the clues there so that they can see it. So, you know, oh, the guards said, oh no, those kids have bad dreams all the time. They're just kids screaming. It was like them saying, oh, this happens like regularly. Why should we need to go and rush to them? It's fine. They hadn't seen the guy go in. There was no footprints. He wasn't classified technically as a humanoid. He was more of a fae, because he was like a demigod. He used umbrellas instead of weapons. He was a bard. He was like, there's all of the clues were there. Like they were saying like, oh, that's one of the bad kids, and he was the only one that was screaming. None of the kids woke up. So, yeah, just like, I gave you so many clues. I would feel bad if I hadn't given you so many fucking clues. But I don't feel bad. I do not feel bad.
Yeah, I just thought my friends were in danger.
I fully
'Cause I
get
got there
that.
a little late.
I fully get that. It's
Says
I
we're actually
think
being late.
a
May
lot
I
of this
remind-
has to do with people rushing to a conclusion instead of investigating first is the thing. Whenever you
You don't
like
have
you hear
to
a
call
kid
me out
screaming.
so much.
Whenever you hear a kid screaming, you immediately think, "Oh, I need to save the kid. I've got to save the kid." But
Not
kids
me.
scream for all kinds of reasons. They don't just scream because they're being tortured.
You know, you can say, B, sort your shit out, stop making terrible decisions,
We
and it would
all
have the
make
same
the-
effect, you
That's
know?
not for me to say. That's for the party to say. You gotta if you're gonna be called
Right.
out, then your
Party
friends
says,
need to
B,
tell
sort
you.
your shit out.
Your friends
Oh,
are gonna
dear.
tell you that shit. If you're gonna go right ahead and start attacking the
May I
Sandman.
remind you that in another timeline, I got disintegrated. Does that sound like a good
Yeah.
guy to you?
He did
I
that
didn't
because
attack him.
yeah. So you
that's
stole
fair.
his umbrella, and his umbrella is like one of the sources of his powers. The whole point of him existing is that he can give them good and bad dreams. If some random mortal is going to come and try and take this legendary piece of equipment, then he's going to get pissed about it. But then he realized that if he tried to disintegrate you, he would disintegrate what you were holding as well, which included the umbrella.
You keep
So
cutting
he
out.
wouldn't have done that. He would not have done that spell. He did leave. The whole point was that he was going to just leave and not attack you guys. I still had a 7th level spell slot available. I could have used disintegrate. I actually had prismatic spray, which would have done 10d6 damage to each of you in a 60-foot cone. But he chose instead to leave and not attack. That to me actually
You know
sounds like a
what?
pretty good guy.
I think you should have rolled better
Strawberry!
and actually persuaded all of us to leave him alone and not
Thank
attack
you,
him. I think it's your
Strawberry. Love you,
rolling that's the
Strawberry.
problem.
Love you all. Thank you for being here. Sorry, say that again. I just got raided.
I'm saying you should have rolled better when you did the spell to persuade us from not attack him. Because if Ruby had been able to not attack, then
Mhm.
she would have stopped chasing the guy. I think this is
Do you-
your fault.
Do you know what? So, because he's a bard, and because he was a level 14 bard, his stat block is actually insane. Even though he has basic level stats that were rolled up just like any other character, and he took feats instead of what do you call it?
Hanses?
Ability
the
score boosters?
score Hands.
Ability
Shut the
score.
fuck up, Steve. Because he took feats instead of ability score improvements. So because he's a bard, he has expertise on 4 different abilities, which means he has double proficiency. He's got proficiency in like 10 or 12 different things as well. And even the ones that he isn't proficient in, he has half proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So his highest level proficiency bonus is Deception, which is a plus 13. So he's got some pretty high fucking numbers. And even then, he was rolling poorly. But one of the abilities that he had was Detect Thoughts. It was a homemade ability that I created for him, which was called Discerning Gaze, which is that when he uses Detect Thoughts on you, that he can basically decide what to do with you. That if you are if you have good thoughts or bad thoughts, then he will act accordingly based on that as this feature. And he used it on Victor in the one session, but after that point, when you started attacking him, he was like, "Oh no, fuck you guys! I'm not gonna stand there and get attacked by you and still try and save your asses. I'm gonna try and kill you and get the fuck out."
I tried to have a conversation, but it just didn't work out.
And he used mass suggestion to tell you all to let him go. He didn't want you. He didn't want to kill you. He could have. He was just like, "Hey, let me get out of here. I'm just gonna go. Let me get out of here." Well, so here's the thing. So Gremmy is saying in chat, did B killed Sandman? No. Very close.
No,
very
the squad
nearly.
did.
Yeah, the whole group did, really. It was a group effort. But the final blow was dealt by nobody, aka Benny, aka the cleric who is a death cleric. They go by they prefer to be known as nobody. Which is why sometimes it gets confusing for people who don't understand that. Because they're just like, nobody? What are you talking about nobody? Why am I talking about nobody?
Look, you get me with at least once a stream.
Yeah, I know. So, that's that. You are going to level up. You're going to have, like, a week of downtime. Is there anything that you want to focus on during this week of downtime? And do you all know what class you're going to take as your next level?
Haven't the
rather just-
foggiest.
I want to discuss that in private.
Absolutely. Aldrin, what did you say?
Haven't the foggiest.
Not the foggiest. Ruby?
Ruby said their internet has
She's not
died.
sure.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay,
sorry, my
cool.
internet keeps cutting out.
Okay.
Also, I
Cool.
think your Discord might be acting up again, Jackal.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no idea. I'm going to work out whether being a level 5 monk is actually going to benefit me for getting extra attack over level 2 warlock. We'll find out.
Cool. Anyone
Yeah,
else?
I'm gonna sit on it for a while and
Mhm.
have a
I
little
have
think,
no
and I will let
idea.
you know. I'm gonna get an evil warlock patron because that's the cool thing to do at the moment.
Let's all get
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yay!
I'm gonna
You
sell my
can
soul to
warlock,
the
you
biggest
can
demon in the campaign.
Well, if
You-
I
you
got
don't
one
know.
for you.
You- Yeah, you
who's the
don't
most
know- you
evil
don't
patron
know.
that I can have?
I just now, maybe.
Secretly,
Wait,
you'll be like,
evil.
patron will be Loki, and you'll just trigger Ragnarok, and it'll be great.
Yeah. Does Satan exist in this world? Can it just be him?
Well,
It's a team.
Don't answer that. I don't want to give you any
yeah,
ideas. I'm joking.
no spoilers. It's Norse pantheon. You know that it's the Norse pantheon of gods.
Okay.
Strawberry, that sounds so fun. Playing a scrungly
All
little
right, well then I guess
ink-like
I will
horror
see
game.
you all
I
next
hope that
week
you had a
for
lovely time.
more shenanigans.
Yeah, who are we going to raid to, by the way, Tats? I need your
we're gonna
recommendation.
go- A real life friend of mine. He's
Okay.
like my big brother. Sorry
Okay.
about the coughing. His name is Panda Pants 75. I'm gonna type it in chat.
Great stuff.
He had a scare with his health, so he was not streaming for a while, but now he's back and he's doing better. So
I love that. That's really great.
too. He's
we
like
love
my big
we
brother.
love to hear that. Well, then we're going to raid out to Panda Pants 75. I hope that everybody has a lovely time. If you are following, then hit raid message number 1 and subbed. Hit raid message number 2. Copy and paste them into chat, and we can raid with love together. I hope that everybody has had a lovely, lovely day. Message? What?
Great message. Need to copy. Great message.
Oh, I get you. I thought you were saying that there was like a message for me in Discord from you or something.
No.
So, thank
Thought
you
I was
everybody for
muted as
being
well.
here. Thank you for having such a lovely, lovely session with me. I'm sorry to have hoodwinked you so badly, to have gotten you to kill the Sandman without realizing. But, you know,
It's just
that's life. That's just how it
And
goes.
thank you for scaring us to death. In that
And for
last
scaring you to death as well with the scream and with the whole. I don't even know if the scream came through the microphone, but yeah, it's been a day. It's been a day for me as well as for you guys, and I hope that everybody has a good one going forward. I'm going to go and take care of myself now. Remember to be good to yourselves, and if you can't do that, then at least have fun. Goodbye, everybody. Love you.
Have fun.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Poodle pip.